Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. Yahoo and welcome back to Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Emu Otori's brand new focus event titled Choices for the Future. And I will be completely honest, I feel so out of practice when it comes to card reaction videos. The last one I did was for the Vivid Bat Squad World link, which was uploaded on April 8th. I honestly completely blanked out and didn't realize how long that event was, so I apologize if this card reaction video isn't the most thorough, but I still want to look at these cards because I love Emu Otori. But before we look at the cards, let's look at the event summary. As each member of Wonderland Showtime spends their time at Morinomiya Opera Troupe, Emu went to study more about management there, learning about new things and meeting new faces. Emu is living her everyday life at the troupe to the fullest. However, one day she finds out that Team Bellflower seems to be facing a huge crisis. So now let's look at the event logo, because here we see that Choices is the Wonderland Showtime color and then Future is pink for Emu, and you see that the E just kind of goes all the way up, like she is flying, she's finding her own path in life. And I do feel like this story and what we'll see in the cards will show this kind of transformation that Emu is undergoing. Like she wants to be taken seriously by others, she wants to have a more important role within Wonderland Showtime as well. So I feel like this is gonna be her time to shine and prove her self-worth. So here we have the Untrained card, which has Emu leading a business meeting. You can see graphs on the back, and her overall expression and body language just seem a lot more professional. And we do know in the past, even her brothers who own Phoenix Wonderland have seen Emu as someone who is not realistic. She has these big outlandish ideas that just don't make sense to someone who thinks all about numbers and business. I think this is Emu trying to prove herself worthy enough to actually have her ideas be executed in real life, and also just prove herself to be worthy of the Otori last name. Like, hey, I can also speak your language if you want to talk business. So I actually found this really funny because a lot of people over on Twitter, especially the Japanese and Korean accounts that I follow, started making like comparisons to the stonks meme, and a Thai fan actually made the meme happen. So here is Emu Otori explaining stonks. So I I just love this. I love this meme, and I love Emu Otori in this meme. It's perfect. And here we have Emu's trained artwork, which is absolutely beautiful. I love whenever we see like whimsy cards from Wonderland Showtime, and this one is definitely very whimsy and very fun. I love how many different elements they've played around with this. So we're going to take this step by step and begin our journey our journey through this card. Right behind Emu, which you can see a giant clock, and the clock has struck midnight. So if we recall fairy tales, especially Cinderella, you know that the transformation takes place at midnight. And then moving our eyes towards the left side of the card, you see a lot of white lilies surrounding Emu. In fact, Emu's actually emerging from a white lily, and we have seen white lilies be represented in Project Sekai before. We saw it in Toya's 4th anniversary card, and once again we're seeing the white lilies signify purity, innocence, and rebirth. I do feel like this whole card set and event is just trying to illustrate that Emu's undergoing her own transformation, and you can definitely see the transformation happening right in front of our eyes. There is a beam of light illustrating that she has undergone this transformation almost like a beautiful butterfly, and her facial expression just looks a lot more mature and also elegant. And I would say her body language also just exudes so much elegance and confidence that we really haven't seen all that much with Emu. I feel like we have seen this portrayed in the story, but we also see it among the fandom, that a lot of people just don't take Emu very seriously because she is so whimsy and fun and has a pretty lighthearted personality. And I do feel like this event may change some people's perception on Emu. Apart from the symbolism realism that we can see in the card. I really do like the use of lighting and color in this card. You can see how vast the background looks. It almost looks like she's in space. You can see stars and the galaxy all around her, and it just makes this look like this beautiful and whimsy alternate universe where characters are transforming into a better version of themselves almost. So I really do love the way this card looks. And speaking about transforming, I feel like Nene is one of those characters that has already undergone this beautiful transformation from being very shy and anxious about performing, being scared of performing, to now feeling very confident, and she's kind of in the zone now. Like, she feels like she can hone in on her craft, keep improving, keep practicing. And in this card, I don't know if it's either sunrise or sunset. You do see that warm golden lighting, and Nene just practicing by herself. Like, I feel like is one of those people that gets really immersed in improving on her craft. And you can definitely see how dedicated Nene is towards performing, acting, and singing. Now let's take a look at Nene's trained artwork, which is absolutely beautiful. There's definitely a lot to talk about, so we're going to take it step by step. And I first want to talk about the steampunk elements that we do see on the right side of the card. We saw the steampunk elements most prominently in Rui's Bloomfest card, so it's really cool to see kind of a nod to Rui's ingenuity and also his interest in tech kind of be portrayed in this card. And as we navigate through this card, you're going to see that there's a lot of white lilies all around this staircase, which we did see in Emu's trained card. And not only that, Nene is delicately holding on to a bouquet of those white lilies. It almost seems like she's being nurturing and caring and supportive of Emu's transformation. We can also see Nene holding on to a pink butterfly that's emitting this pink glow. And in Japanese culture, just like many other cultures, butterflies do symbolize transformation and rebirth. The way I'm interpreting this card is that Emu is obviously the butterfly, and she landed on Nene's hand to just let her know that although things are changing for her and she's undergoing this transformation, she's still that same Emu, and that glow and that spark that Emu naturally has is not going anywhere. And if we take a look at Nene's facial expression, it almost does seem like she is just going to be supportive of Emu's transformation and encourage her to change for herself. I just get a sense of warmth and support when I look at this card. Like, Nene just looks like such a caring person. And speaking about a caring person, I feel like Wonderland Showtime Kaito has definitely this sense of warmth that kind of reminds me of a very supporting father-like figure. And here we do see him kneeling down, almost like, I kind of feel like this is like a dad talk, like, hey, tell me what's wrong, how can I help? Like, he just looks like he's there to listen to your worries and kind of see how he can share his wisdom onto you. Like, he just looks very willing to listen to your worries and help any way he can. And here we have the trained artwork, which is absolutely stunning. Oh my god. Okay, so from the white lilies, which act like a light fixture, I mean, those just look so cool and innovative, but also very, very beautiful as well, to the stained window in the back. Like, it is just so beautiful. It almost makes it look like they're in some type of old cathedral almost. Like, it just looks super, super beautiful. And Kaito's expression is also quite beautiful itself. Like, he just looks so proud of this cathedral and probably his role in this story and helping Emu in her transformation. You also, this I noticed right now, if you look at the top right hand corner, I feel like the lighting and the colors that are very present in this card are very Kaito coded. They're very blue, very cool tone. But on that top right hand corner, you see a little bit of that pink glow seeping through. So there's still a presence of Emu in this card. It's not as obvious as Nene because Emu's not being portrayed by a butterfly in this card. but there is still a sense of her transformation in this card for sure. I really love the use of lighting and also field of depth in this card. You do see some of the bokeh effect in the card as well, but overall I just feel like Kaito is sharing his wisdom to the world, and he looks so confident in this role. Like, he just has such a caring presence about him. Overall, I'm just a big fan of this card and all the 4-star cards of this set. Now for the 3-star card, we have Urui, who is not willing to eat vegetables. You can see him sneakily just drop his broccoli onto Tsukasa's plate, and Tsukasa, he caught on to that very, very quickly. But I feel like we haven't seen the simplistic, like, comic style artwork in a while, actually. It kind of reminds me of year 1 and year 2 of Project Sekai, and it's a much needed throwback. I kind of feel like I'm getting a hug from an old friend. Like, I didn't realize that I missed these cards, but now seeing this, I definitely did. I enjoy seeing these playful interactions between the characters, and I will say I definitely missed Urui and Tsukasa just causing mayhem and being sneaky, and Urui's facial expression is just it's so good. It is so good. He's trying so hard to be sly and sneaky, but his friends know him so much better. Now let's take a look at Urui's trained artwork, which is absolutely beautiful, and much like Nene's card, you can see Emu being portrayed by this butterfly, and you also do see those same white lilies blooming around him. Here I did notice that if we pay attention to the clock behind Urui, the clock hasn't struck midnight yet. So I feel like Urui, especially if we take a look at his facial expression, he's carefully observing Emu as a butterfly, and I feel like Urui already knows that once the clock hits midnight, Emu is going to undergo her personal transformation. Judging by his facial expression and body language, he just looks very intrigued by what is going to take place in front of him. So he just looks typical Urui, very interested. There's a sense of wonder and curiosity in his face. But I also, just like with Nene's card, they care a lot about Emu, and they want Emu to undergo this transformation for herself, and both of them just look so supportive of their friend, which honestly, what else could you ask for in a friend and also a bandmate? They're just incredibly supporting and also nurturing of those important in their lives. So I really do like this 3-star card. I can't wait to redeem for this one. And then we have the 2-star card, which belongs to Tsukasa, and you can see him kind of act like he looks like a butler in this situation. He's extending his hand, welcoming you to probably this cathedral-like place. He just looks really funny and cute, and I really do enjoy this whimsical. I feel like Tsukasa really embodies any type of role, and he's definitely embracing this butler role like no other. And here we have all of the cards that are part of Emu's latest focus event. I feel like they're very cohesive, but they also do tell a story. I feel like the story that's being told is that of Butterfly Emu being the messenger and telling them that she is undergoing this transformation, that she's going to be changing. And all of them are just, being supportive and waiting to see Emu take on this transformation. I feel like Kaito is going to be arriving to the ceremony. Rui is intrigued and willing to wait for this transformation to take place. And Nene is receiving this information from the messenger and just being encouraging towards them. And then finally we have Emu, who has undergone this transformation and is emerging from the white lilies. So I really do like this set. I feel like it's very whimsical, very Wonderland Showtime, but also we have been waiting for Emu to get more character development, and I feel like we're going to be getting that in this event story. If you have read the story, don't spoil it for me. I'm really, really very much looking forward to diving into this story and seeing what type of transformation Emu undergoes. If I had to choose a favorite card, it would definitely be Emu. I feel like she just looks so confident and elegant in her card, and I just really like the way that the the artist kind of played around with different lighting and textures, and it just looks like such a whimsical card. Let me know which card is your favorite in the comments below, and let me know how you're interpreting this set in the comments below as well. I love reading through your guys' interpretation and analysis of the cards. If you're happening to be pulling in this set, I wish you the best of luck. I hope that you get the card that you want. And if you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to keep up with more Project Sekai content, streams, shorts, all of that, because I will be kicking off the streams again. I feel like I'm finally over my burnout that I had after tearing for Toya's events, so definitely be on the lookout for more Project Sekai streams. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Otherwise, I will continue to yap away, so I'm gonna end this right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye bye!